What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now, a new series. I think we're going to call it Unorthodox Squad Builders from now on. But we got a meta 750k squad builder with a new player, Politano, and some meta players around him. Of course, this team will have 100 chemistry as usual, and this will be for 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, and my 3-5-2 in game. Now, going off with the formations, first of all, we're going to start off with the 4-3-3 because it probably is the best, or the base 4-3, because the best for one, the best for formations, for links anyway. And the first card we're going to go ahead is with a new Politano card. And a new Politano card, if you've got the likes of Ronaldo like I have, I think he'll fit perfectly next to Ronaldo. But obviously, this is way out of budget, Ronaldo, for this team. But Politano ends up becoming one of the best cards I've actually seen. Do I think he's worth it? People are saying he's not worth it. I think very much so he is. A very much meta card in its entirety. 4-star, high medium, top tier stats, acceleration, sprint speed, composure, shooting, finishing. You put a hunter on him, just with that pace, finishing, and agility and balance alone, he makes a formidable striker, but an even better cam. So Politano goes straight into our team. Now, some other players that we do want in our team are the likes of Ben Yedder. Now, Ben Yedder I want to play in striker. Now, we're going to go with informed Ben Yedder because we all know how good Ben Yedder is. There we've got two combinations immediately. We've got a meta team. Now, in all honesty, look, if you want to have fun in this game, you can have fun with new cards, but you always want to build meta players around them, because no point in having a player or card with 50 finishing and striker, or someone with a 2-star weak foot, because at the end of the day, missing an open goal is not fun. So we've got Ben Yedder in striker, and Politano and Cam. So what about around? What gives these guys full chemistry? How do these guys get maximum chemistry? We're going to go with Sissoko for the CDM position, because Sissoko is one of those cards where even when the game came out, he was a top tier card, a fantastic CDM. He works dynamically very well on that role, and it's the reason why I serve Sissoko in my game. He's played numerous amounts of games for me ever since the game came out, and he hasn't been yet replaced. The only person that he has replaced, or who has replaced him, is Kante, one of the best CDMs money can buy. Of course, got a top tier sprint speed, and I'll definitely say put a shadow on him to get his sprint speed to around about 94. So who else would go in combination with Sissoko, a defensive-minded player? You want someone who's versatile that can bring the ball going forward. And we've ended up going with my guy, Bruno Fernandez. One of the best cards, I would say one of the best in the mids. You might have seen a lot of the pro players use Bruno Fernandez, especially over Kevin De Bruyne. The reason why Bruno Fernandez is a bit better, in my opinion, he's got a bit better agility and balance, but more importantly, offers more going forward. He's a bit less clunky, I would say, compared to obviously KDB. But when you put a shadow on him, he gets his stand tackling and his defensive awareness and interceptions to such a high rate. With his shadow, he makes a perfect box-to-box limit that can be very attacking and very defensive. Think of it like a cheap Renato Sanchez, but someone who's got a bit better shooting, and of course, he does have that 5-star weak foot. For the right wing position, we're going with the one and only Rashford. Unfortunately, I had to sell Rashford this weekend due to Marquinhos SBC that just expired just early on today. But Rashford is one of the top tier players I've used. In fact, as a sub, coming on for 20 games, he had over like 30 goals and assists in 20 games. A top tier card. Now, you might be thinking, hang on, he's off chemistry. Don't forget, he'll get 7 chemistry. Remember, as I said to you, it's always better to play a player with base card stats off chemistry than someone on 10 chemistry. Whenever you're deciding, do I play a player off chemistry, you got to think, who's better than Rashford on 7 chemistry? Truthfully speaking, there's no other right wingers for his price range that are better than him, so he goes straight into team, one of the most meta cards in the game. So who gives Politano a chemistry? Well, we've gone with the one only Insigne, a player that can play anywhere along the front line, but mainly in particular to be playing that striker role, or even as a cam role. But obviously, because we've got Ben Yedder and the likes of Politano, he'll play perfectly for that wing type position. Of course, with the informed informed Insigne, should I say as well. Hasn't got the best stamina, don't get me wrong, but you can always sub him off, and with a hunter, I think it's an exceptionally good card, and you can always swap him out for Politano if you want to in the game. So what about for the right back? Well, for the right back, we've gone with a new card also, that is very, very cheap, may I add, and that is Golovin. A very, very cheap card, a very underrated card. Now, I'll be honest, let's be honest, in Uber Eats League, as I call it, League 1, there isn't that many good right backs in the game, so Golovin fits that role perfectly. You know, there isn't any good right backs in the whole, I would say, even out of the whole of the French league, there's no one. 4-star, obviously he was moved to a right back position. Amazingly good stand tackling and good slide tackling, or decent, no one really slide tackles anyway. Good physicality, stamina, aggression, jumping, and of course he's got the height as well. being at 5'11", high, with a good crossing and a good agility and balance. In fact, I feel like you can almost make a very good centre back as well. It's another good card to put inside that position. So what about the centre backs? So we've gone with Gomez. Of course, Gomez's price has dropped tremendously, obviously, after the post-market crash. He's going to run about 30k now. Obviously, Joe Gomez is a very, very cheap player. Definitely goes straight into that team. In terms of goalkeeper, we have gone with De Gea. There is players that like to use Pope instead, but I really like De Gea. I think he's a top tier card. I've used him all year. He's been one of the best cards that I've used all year. He's been playing most of my games, I would say. It's only when I recently changed my team up, but I couldn't fit him in the Premier League team. But he's most definitely a fantastic player. Now, we've also gone with Rambo Sakura in centre-back. We've done the SPC variation. You can play him here. But we've actually gone with the gold card, because if you've done that SPC, unless you're a fan of Rambo Sakura, if you've done that SPC Rambo Sakura, it is the biggest waste of money I've ever seen in my life. I've used gold Rambo Sakura. I played him off chemistry since the day the game came out. I obviously brought him back again. But I played him on 7 chemistry the entire game. It is not worth doing a Rambo Sakura SPC, because don't forget he does get that pace downgrade. And then for that left back position, we have then filled it in with the only Tellez, one of the best left backs in the game. Mendy, I would say. Top tier card, has everything you want for a left back, agility and balance at a decent rate, very good pace with a shadow. Of course, he's left footed, and do not forget he does have that amazing passing, especially that long passing, what's very, very important. So how does this look all in game, you may ask? Well, if we go over to the in-game formation, as you can see, we are going to be playing a 4-3-3. As you can see, every single person gets full chemistry, apart from Wan Bissaka getting 7 chemistry and Rashford getting 7. But again, find me a player. And just to give you a bit of an example, if you're trying to look for someone better than Rashford, don't forget, go to any league you want. Go find someone else that's worth 200k that's better than Rashford. There is literally no one available that's better than him. 5-star, 4-star, top tier players. How's looking game now? This is why I said Bruno Fernandez with a shadow is what you ideally want, because with a shadow, as you can see, he gets the high interceptions alongside a good defensive awareness boost, and he's got that top tier stamina as well in that 5-star weak, well, 4-star weak foot, should I say. I thought got confused there with Kevin De Bruyne early on. 4-star weak foot, but of course he's very, very good. So if you're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1, very, very simple. Bruno Fernandez goes in midfield alongside Sissoko. You then put Ben Yedder in striker, Politano as a cam, and Rashford and Insigne on the wing. You can always take Insigne off and sub someone else on from an Alessandrini card, or even someone else like Heung-min Son. Just get a sub like Son or anyone else and just sub him on for Insigne if you are worried about stamina. If you want to, you could try putting Golovin in centre back, but I think right back he is perfectly just fine. If you're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1, as I said, that's the way you're going to line up. If you're going to be playing a 4-3-3, what you can do is you can put Insigne in a midfield role, and you can put Ben Yedder in strike and Politano and Rashford on the wings. Something like that is also very, very good, with Sissoko being on stay back while attacking. If you're playing a 4-4-2, who goes striker, of course, Politano and Yedder. I was going to say, I would say Rashford, but I think Politano is just too good not to play in striker, of course. And then we've got Insigne on the wing, the exact same thing. But obviously, feel free to interchange as you would like to. If you're going to be playing my 3-5-2, we'll go into the 4-1-2-1-2 in a second. I would say Politano in cam, or Politano in striker, Rashford in cam, Ben Yedder in striker, of course. And what I'll do is I'll put Golovin as a right mid, put Insigne on the left. I think that's got good, perfect combination. And of course, you can leave Bruno Fernandez on balance. If you're going to play the 4-1-2-1-2, which I think will be another good formation, the exact same layout with Insigne on my 4-1-2-1-2. Anyway, Insigne does go forward in my 4-1-2-1-2, but that is how I play it in a 4-1-2-1-2 in game. In case you're wondering about the chemistry style, so Hunter, Insigne, get that pace up. Shadow on Bruno Fernandez. You got Hunter or finisher on the likes of Rashford. If you're going to be playing him in striker, I'll say definitely go with a finisher. Hunter on Ben Yedder to get the pace up. Shadow on Sissoko. Hunter on Politano. Shadow on Tellez to max out that pace, because don't forget most wingers have got 99 sprint speed. Anchor or Shadow on Wan Bissaka. Glove on the goalkeeper. Put a Shadow again as well on the likes of Gomez. And of course, I would say either a Shadow or an Anchor on Golovin. Now, one thing I want to say to you very quickly before I end this video. Do not forget as well, if you are wondering in terms of the team, if you're on a budget now, it is 700. I'll say about 750k if you average it out. If you are on a budget, very simply, all you got to do is you can just trade some of these players around. So what you can do is, instead of Insigne, just get normal Insigne. And what you can do is literally just sub him off and get someone like Son in your team as a sub. Bring Heung-min Son on, 50k, absolute steal. And that way, there you go, you can reduce the price even further down if you want to. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know if you enjoy more of these foot mess makers. I like doing these squad builders. Everyone keeps asking me a lot about these squad builders. I thought, you know what, let me do this around the new foot mess cards. Just to have fun, because at the end of the day, yes, we want to have meta players in the game, because that's the truth. Meta players are the most important thing, to have fun, be responsive, but you also want to try new cards out as well. But thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace out. Oh yeah, don't forget. I stream twitch.tv/NealGuides, 1 PM UK time. Link down below as well. Thanks for watching, boys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.